Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the 2024 State of the County. Please help me in welcoming LaTonja Hamp.
Good morning, everyone. May I ask that you please stand for the invocation by our own pastor, Jason Johnson of the Stewart Community Church and our Director of Building Services. Immediately following, we'll have the presentation of colors by our Newton County Sheriff's Office Color Guard. Thank you.
First Peter 4:10 reminds us that you, God, are the giver of gifts, and that we are to use those gifts in the service of others. So with that in mind, let's pray today. God, we first thank you for your blessings on Newton County. We're so blessed. We have so much to be thankful for. How wonderful it is to call this place our home. Today, we ask once again for wisdom to continue to make choices that contribute toward the growth of our community. Not just financial growth, but choices that benefit our employees and their families, our citizens as well. Choices that serve the common good of everyone. Decisions that improve our county and our cities. Show us how to prosper together and not at the expense of someone else. Help us to encourage our sense of unity and common purpose. Thank you for making this a place where business and people have the opportunity to grow and prosper. Thank you for the Board of Commissioners and their work on our behalf. We know it takes sacrifice, generosity, understanding, empathy, compassion, patience, dedication, and so much more to serve in meeting the needs of our county. Bless our time together today as we fellowship, celebrate accomplishments, and look forward to the future of this great county. May your hand of blessing continue to rest upon us. And we ask these things in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Good morning. My name is Karina Caraballo, and I'm the chairman of the Newton County Youth Commission. I'll be doing our pledge this morning. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. Ooh, I love to hear that. You're a bright group. I am Serra Hall. I'm the Executive Director of the Newton County Industrial Development Authority, and I have the esteemed honor to provide you a welcome. And let me just tell you, when we talk about welcoming, that is what Newton County is to not only me, but so many of you. We're a place of welcoming. We are a home of 200 years old that celebrates the old and the new, but provides opportunity, that provides prosperity, that provides creative ability to do what we do best in Newton County. And that truly is welcoming others. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here, whether you are a part of our education department, whether you are part of the industry, whether you are a part of our public service work. Thank you. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for allowing me to welcome you here to the State of the Community. Now, Newton County. Now, many of you know it, and many of you see it in many different fashions. We are the home to rich history that goes back 200 plus years. We're the home to agricultural land. We're the home to many of those, whether you're a hobby farmer or farmers that are supplying goods and deeds across our entire country. Welcome. Many of you know us as the Hollywood of the South, and thanks to the Chamber of Commerce, we owned that name for a long time. Thank you for being here if you're a part of that group. Many of you know us as leaders of the industry basis. Many of you know us as the home to many Fortune 1000, 500, and even most recently, Fortune 100 companies. Thank you for being here and welcome. But most importantly, those of you that are here today, and the great honor that I also hold too, is that many of you are here because you service and help our county function and run together as a public servant. Thank you and welcome. Welcome to the state of our community, a healthy community. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And thank you for being a part of us. I want to make sure that you understand that when we talk about welcoming one another, we look through welcomes in the lens of not only industry, but through education. We look at it in education when we think about the opportunities that we have here, and they are endless. From our K-12 that many of you, including myself, went through school in our Newton County school system product, but also those of you that were lucky enough to go through a post-secondary. Many of our higher education is right here in Newton County. So welcome to those of you that are either former graduates or graduates to come. Newton County is known, and many of you have sitting beside you today in some form or fashion, is family. So welcome to those of you that are family with one another, those of you that I consider my family, and those of you that also consider your family sitting right beside you. And if you don't know who's sitting right beside you, make them your family today and welcome them. Newton County is the land of opportunity and business. Newton County is the land of opportunity and education. Newton County is the opportunity that we all are incredibly blessed to have at our feet. Let us be gracious every day. Let us welcome our open hearts. Let us welcome open minds. Let us welcome compassion to one another, because that's what we should do in Newton County. Let us continue to lead strongly, lead fervently, lead also too with a soft heart. Let us continue to open and welcome others to rise up like our young person here today. Thank you. Let us continue to do this together. That's the only way that we will continue pushing Newton County for an additional 200 plus years or more. Long after you and I aren't here, long after those that came before us as well too. Again, thank you for what you have done today. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to welcome you, my family, our family together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that greeting, Sarah. We certainly appreciate it. I have the esteemed honor this morning of introducing two gentlemen who are leading our county in a tremendous fashion. My first introduction is actually going to be for our county manager, Mr. Harold Cooper. He is a wonderful asset to Newton County. We are so proud to have him lead and guide us. We are also going to introduce our chairman, none other than the Honorable Chairman Marcello Baines. He is actually going to come out and accompany Mr. Cooper, and you're going to see a side of these two gentlemen where they actually have a conversation that is going to lead you into an understanding of what is happening in 2024 as well as 2025. I do welcome, as you can see, Mr. Harold Cooper. Can we give him a round of applause? Thank you so much, Mr. Cooper. I would also, again, like to introduce our chairman, the Honorable Chairman Marcello Baines. I want you all to sit back, enjoy the conversation, open your ears, open your hearts, be very objective. And I just thank you all for being a part of this morning, giving us your valuable time. Gentlemen, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, and good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for being here on this great occasion. Welcome to our State of the County 2024. Good morning, Mr. Cooper.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
You doing all right, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm living the dream.
Good. We're going to start off with a conversation between Mr. Cooper and myself. As you know, Mr. Cooper is new to the community. He's been here, and I'll let him tell you how long. He's been here for a while, and can you just give us a update on how things are going? Your first, I know you've been here more than 5 months, so I'll let you tell us.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. But before I get started, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank you, the Board of Commissioners, the community, and our dynamic workforce for allowing me to be a part of you all's lives. I've been here now for 10 months, and I can honestly say the 724 staff members that we have are thoroughly immersed in improving and shaping the lives of our residents here in Newton County. And I look at my role as being a chain of support for them, providing them the resources they need to succeed, and understanding that the reason why we do this work is for our residents.
Thank you, sir. Now, I know when you came here, you had a 3P approach. Can you tell us a little bit about, and you know, we've been hearing about these 3Ps all over town. Can you tell us a little bit about what these 3Ps stand for?
Sure, Mr. Chairman. The 3Ps stand for people, purpose, and processes. The work that we do is predicated on the people that we serve. That's the 118,000 residents that make up Newton County. Our purpose is optimum service delivery. I lead from the servant leadership lens, and I truly believe and live by this motto. The work and the service that you provide to others is the rent that you pay to live on this great earth. So servant leadership, and our purpose is optimum service delivery. So the second P is purpose. Our processes, whenever you're trying to provide service and optimum service delivery, you must ensure that the processes are efficient. So we're constantly looking at our processes, making sure that strategies are up to standard so that we can serve our most vital, important resource in this community, the people.
Thank you, sir. So a lot of people don't know that we are a county manager form of government. And so the board is tasked with making policies, and the county manager is over the day-to-day operation and enforcing those policies that's put in place. Can you talk to just a little bit about that, sir?
Yes, I do provide direct oversight for 17 departments and/or workforce units. And again, I'm ultimately the chain of command when it comes to operations, but I share with my team that look at me as the chain of support. I want to be able to provide you the support, the resources, and the know-how so that you could be successful. I think that we have a great staff and we have subject matter experts in the respective fields and areas in which we cover. So I want to equip them with the tools that they need to succeed so that we can serve our residents.
Also, can you talk just a little bit about, I know we've been hearing a lot about the workforce teams, and can you talk about the new workforce teams that have been implemented here in the county?
Most certainly. A lot of the work that various departments do or perform interface with one another. So from a process standpoint, the third P, I thought that it would be beneficial if we develop workforce teams. We have 5 workforce teams, and they're comprised of administrative services, human services, government relations, infrastructure, and public safety. And in reference to administrative services, those workforce teams are our finance department, our IT department, our GIS department, and our tax assessor's office, excuse me. And in reference to government relations, that's our building facilities department. And this workforce team is kind of a hybrid. It's those other departments that we have shared governance over, such as extension services, such as environmental services. And then this workforce team also serves as our liaison for the cities as well. So that's the government relations workforce. Human services, this is the one workforce team that touches internal and external customers daily. It is comprised of our Department of Human Resources and Risk Management, our Senior Services Department, our Voter Registration Department, and also our Parks and Rec Department. Infrastructure, something that's vitally important to our everyday lives here in Newton County, is comprised of public works, water resources, solid waste, fleet, transportation. Those are the teams that work and interface with one another and that workforce. And then last but not least, probably our most selfless workforce unit, public safety. In terms of the internal workforces, they are EMA, fire, and animal services. But I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the patriot of law enforcement, our Newton County Sheriff's Office, and Sheriff Brown and his team, because we work in collaboration with them, as well as the City of Covington E911 Center, as well as the City of Covington Fire and Police. So those are the different workforce teams, and that's how we're aligned.
Thank you for that, sir. We also, we believe here that we are a family, and we believe in the rallying cry, One Newton. Can you talk a little bit about how your workforce development ties into One Newton?
Why, certainly. Ms. Sarah Hall just gave an eloquent welcome, and working together works, working in unity, solidarity, and togetherness. It behooves me and it behooves us as a government not to work in collaboration with industry and work with our business sector. Perfect case in point, our infrastructure workforce team is vitally important to the overall success of this county, just like all the other workforce teams. But when we talk about industry, when we talk about business, we got to have safe roads. We got to have paved roads. We got to have a certain level of beautification to attract business to this community. We also have to have safe environments. That's why public safety is paramount. So working with our business sector and working with our development authority, our Chamber of Commerce, is paramount to the success of this county.
I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Like I said, you came in and you hit the ground running, and the morale of the employees is high. And so we are so grateful that you are here and for the leadership that you're providing. And so I just want to thank you for all that you're doing here in Newton County.
Well, I thank you and thank the Board of Commissioners, thank the dynamic workforce, and most importantly, thank the people. I'm excited that we had an opportunity to dialogue and share with the people where we were, where we are, and now I'm excited to see where we're going. So I'm going to yield and allow you the opportunity to talk about the vision moving forward. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. And thank all of you for being here today. Before I get started, I do want to recognize a couple of people. If I don't, I know I won't make it in the house when I get home. I do want to recognize, actually, this young lady I met back at this same place back in 1992. I want to recognize my wife, Miss Shanika Bangs. Thank you. Thank you. And this other young lady I want to recognize, many of you know my mom raised me, and she was a single mom, and man, I tell you what, I often tell her we need to celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day because she was just that good. And so, Mom, we love you, and I want to recognize Miss Rebecca Banks. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. That was a great conversation, Mr. Cooper. Thank you so much for all that you are doing here in Newton County. I'm not going to lie. The first thought of sitting here, having a conversation in this place with an administrator gave me chill bumps. I'm like, wow. Because when this place was Newton High School, I had some one-on-ones with administration that we won't be reliving today. At least after this talk, I won't have to answer to my mom when I get home. But I remember running through the halls when it was Newton High School, focused on Friday night football and worrying about too much about Saturday night date night. It's crazy now that I'm standing back here in this auditorium in front of all our distinguished guests and those watching live, speaking about the state of Newton County and where we're headed next. But like everything, I have been so blessed to accomplish since leaving Newton High School. Nothing can be achieved alone. From day one, my goal has been to ensure that Newton County works collaboratively and as a team. I hope, as County Manager Harold Cooper and myself showed in explaining how Newton County operates, that those efforts continue today. Everyone who lives in, works in, and visits Newton County deserves the best service, infrastructure, and public safety possible. I can 100% vouch that the 738 people who work for Newton County strive to deliver the best every day. But that's not enough. Indeed, the sum is greater than its parts, and we all want to be greater. That's why we utilize workforce units and team collaborative with our community partners to achieve more. I am very proud of all the men and women who work for Newton County, and you should be too. I think we deserve to give them applause. It all starts from a great vision from a group of commissioners who are all here today. And we are extremely blessed to have the best employees who work for and truly care for Newton County. In fact, can you please join me in recognizing the employees of Newton County, some of whom are here today. With all these wonderful people working at a high level and with care and dedication and efficiency as one, I am proud to say with confidence that the state of Newton County is strong. This collaborative spirit will carry us throughout a prosperous and a productive 2024. Look, March of 2025 will happen. Of course, it's up to God if we're all going to be here to see it. But the future will happen. When we arrive in the future, we don't need to be here separate with nothing achieved. We need to arrive in the future filled with success, unified as one Newton. That's right, one Newton. You heard me say it for 7 years. That's because I really do believe in it. I believe in it because it has worked. We have achieved a lot since the first time I spoke in that phrase. I even say we have changed the perception of county government and the county as a whole. Indeed, everyone in this room has worked with Newton County in one way or another. That has made our county better. That's what it's all about. One Newton is just as simple as a conversation. One Newton is also working with our municipalities to create an impactful splash list to help with paving of our roads and expanding our trails. One Newton is working with the school system to create our first youth commission to support each other during a pandemic, or to be a cheerleader for the Newton County Educational Foundation. That should be applause. And the reason why it should be applause is because those are the things that's important to us. Those are the things that make a difference for us. One Newton is working with our state lawmakers and offices like GDOT. One Newton is partnering with our chamber and businesses and economic development teams to provide jobs and growth. And One Newton is working to ensure all our public safety operates at its highest level for our residents. Whether it's new vehicles or facilities or a countywide radio system, that is what One Newton is, and that's what One Newton will continue to be. But before I go and get to that, I want to talk a little bit about, and I promise you I won't put on my preacher's hat, but I know One Newton is working because I hear people trying to devalue it and make light of it. And that's fine. We will continue to ignore the doubters. Newton County. Newton County cannot be Newton County without the city of Covington, the city of Porterdale, the city of Oxford, the city of Mansfield, Newbern, and Social Circle. Newton County cannot be Newton County without District 1, District 2, District 3, and District 4, or District 5. There should not be an east side of Newton County or a west side of Newton County. But just the Newton County. That is one Newton. Yes, it is aspirational at times, but I believe that the aspirations of good people end in celebrations. I get asked, what is one Newton mission statement? It embodies the county's vision and mission statement as outlined in our strategic plan. The vision of Newton County is being a thriving community, united through strong relationships and partnerships. I get asked, who does it benefit? Okay, I'll give you an example. Those who visit Newton County will see a CID-funded gateway into our community, supported by businesses, the city of Covington, and Newton County. Residents of all areas of the county will play in more parks, visit a hospital with more rooms, or utilize improved roads, public safety, all thanks to funding from multiple sources and jurisdictions, and including support from our voters. I don't have to explain what we've done with One Newton to the people in this room. You are a part of it. You have seen the results, and the great news is you will see more. And that's what we're here to talk about today. We're going to talk about how the vision for collaboration and the theme of teamwork and community and One Newton will shine bright in 2024. I'm telling you today that as strong as Newton County was in 2023, it is set to be even stronger in 2024. There's so much that has been in the works here in Newton County that is now set to pay off this year and the next and the next. The efforts of many people working together are all coming to fruition, no matter where you look in Newton County. We can start right here off of Brown Bridge Road for a quick example. As many of you know, I lived in this same community all my life off of Smith Store Road. I think everybody know that. I've seen so much change and growth. I'll be honest. I see a lot of taillights too driving into work every day due to traffic and congestion. Now, if you will, look with me really quick to a not so distant future. Those of us living in the area of Brown Bridge or Smith Store or the west side of the county, just a short time from now, will drive on an expanded Brown Bridge, past a newly redesigned Crow Road, with traffic flowing better from the exit as we pass new homes and business on a safer and better flowing Brown Bridge Road. We will come into a bustling downtown of Covington as visitors still flock to see our historic square and vibrant filming locations, enjoying a meal at one of our restaurants or shopping in our stores. We then will head onto a revitalized Highway 278 to work at one of the world's premier pharmaceutical companies, build a state-of-the-art microchip, or be a part of the largest filming studio in the state of Georgia, or work at Archer's vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. You may be thinking, that is a great vision, but it's a reality. If timeline holds, that will be happening very, very soon. That is all happening because of the collaborative efforts of many in this room. That is all happening now because we all know Newton County has grown tremendously. Not only has word gone out about how wonderful our community is, but our industry has grown substantially. Our most recent populations estimate have us greater than 117,000 people, an increase of around 5,000 people from the census of just 4 years ago, and a 15% increase of where we were just in 2010. On top of that, our tourism industry is incredible, with more than 118,000 people visit our community a year. This all means more tax revenue is coming into our community, and it means more services are being required and delivered by Newton County. Newton County needs to continue to keep up with the demand of our community. Among that crucial demand is our infrastructure, a key to our present and our future. Among the projects on the horizon are the making of Brown Bridge Road a 3-lane with sidewalk access. Our staff has been working hard to try to ensure this will happen. Some of the funding for this project is included in the transportation line item in the 2023 SPLOST list. We continue to work with GDOT on this. Another project that we're all talking with GDOT about is the long-awaited widening of Salem Road. Somebody say, woo. We all know how needed that is. And we're now at the stage where the next step is actually moving dirt. The Almond Road exit will also see a transition for the better as clearing has begun to straighten the roadway and make it safer. These are main thoroughfares in our community that impact a lot of people. The current design of the roads simply could not keep up with our growth. We're now trying to fix that. Growth is an asset, but as our commutes on Brown Bridge and Salem Road show us, it can make things challenging if not accounted for in the design of our infrastructure. That's why the leadership in our county has been approaching our water infrastructure collaboratively. You may have heard that Newton County, the city of Covington, and the Water and Sewage Authority has combined to get a $212 million grant from the state. The leaders from those organizations saw that growth was coming not only from our residential water users, but companies such as Facebook, Takeda, Archer will all need water to operate, a lot of water. We collaborated to find solutions to our future issues, and we will be improving our water infrastructure on multiple fronts. Newton County has already begun to improve the plant at Cornish Creek, expanding our capacity to 39.5 million gallons per day. That is going to go a long way to our future water needs here in Newton County. When I found out that we would receive that $212 million water grant, I was ecstatic. That told me that we were able to help our county and have smart growth and responsible growth due to multiple jurisdictions working together. That was great. That is One Newton. Water is so crucial, and that is why we work so closely with the city of Covington and the Water and Sewage Authority. That collaboration is allowing us to direct our dense growth to areas with infrastructure such as sewer and fire hydrants, and to keep our more rural areas rural. But no matter where you live in Newton County, you should be protected. Newton County has made great strides with that, expanding our sheriff office and adding 2 precincts and adding 3 fire stations in the last 5 years. This was all in the effort to ensure our residents are protected and will have what they need in case of an emergency. We are continuing that this year. Our fire services graduated 1 recruit class in January, and another one will be on the way. Those recruits will soon be operating new fire trucks that were ordered last year in anticipation of our growing department. Thanks to strong budgeting and the continued support of SPLOST, we will have 6 new fire trucks. Our triple accredited sheriff office will also be keeping up with the demand. They have added 68 vehicles in 2023, with more to come via SPLOST in 2024. The men and women of our sheriff office show great dedication in our fire services to Newton County, and will continue to be supported by myself as well as our fellow commissioners. The number one demand of citizens is always public safety. everyone should live in a safe and secure community. That safety needs to extend to our youth. One of the keys to keeping our youth safe is keeping them busy. Back when I was that kid running around right here at Newton High School, trouble was there. Luckily, I had great people, my mom, football, my football coaches, track, wrestling, and people who loved me to help me stay out of trouble. Those and other recreational opportunities are key to public safety and a strong future. That's why so much of the commissioner's efforts are put into adding parks and services, as you will see this year. Before 2024 is over, we will have a new park with playground, community center, and trails in the Spring Hill community. And that is a long time coming for one of our most historic communities. We'll also see parks begin on the west side and the south side of the county. These new community assets are, again, part of the legacy of Newton County Splotch projects. If I'm talking about recreation and the vision in Newton County, I cannot fail to mention our trail system. That is also a highlight of Newton County collaboration, as several of our municipalities, nonprofit groups, and corporations coming together to complete the 14-mile Cricket Frog Trail. After many years of developing that trail, it will be completed this year. Newton County was thrilled to help with the rehabilitation of the Alcova Trestle, led by the nonprofit Newton Trails, funded in part with help from Meta and individuals throughout our community. That trail will stretch across most of Newton County and will soon be joined by other trails in our community. That right there is what One Newton is all about. It is proof that no matter how big or small the vision, it can come to a reality if we all come together. Because yes, we have come together, but it's just one step as Newton County continues towards its journey. To paraphrase the iconic football coach Vince Lombardi, individual commitment to a group effort make a team work, a company work, and a society work. That commitment to One Newton will make our community work. Here's to a Newton County filled with progress and success. God bless you, and God bless Newton County. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we're going to enter into our award ceremony. Mr. Cooper, sir, if you would, come on up.
You know, we talked earlier about the workforce, and I think it's time for us to show our appreciation to 5 individuals who've displayed excellence in their endeavors day in and day out with Newton County. First, from our administrative services workforce. This gentleman has been with us for 23 years. He's sort of a Swiss Army knife, if you will, in his unit. He not only helps out with his team members, but he also helps out in other departments. For example, the work that he does in GIS. He is one who comes in, he's humble, and he's diligent in his efforts. I'd like to present our 2024 Unsung Heroes Award in Administrative Services Workforce to Mr. James Chad McKenzie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Government relations. This young man walked through the doors of Newton County back in 1981. He started his career in the Newton County Sheriff's Office, and of recent times, he's worked in our building facilities maintenance department. I've been here 10 months, and he's always greeted me with a smile and kind words, but he is truly an institution when it comes to our workforce here. And he recently retired, I believe, March 1st of this year. And we want to honor our 2024 Unsung Heroes Award winner in government relations to Mr. Doug Kitchens. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This next award winner works in our human services workforce, and she has a quiet confidence about herself. If I had an acronym to describe her, she's diligent, vigilant, and dedicated. She's DVD. She is meticulous about her work, and she's always trying to assist others. There's never a bad day for her. You can ask her to do anything, and she'll step up to the cause. She is none other than Miss Angela Mantle.
Thank you.
This next gentleman, he's been with us for 17 years, but 20 plus years in the field. If you've ever met this gentleman, he too was a pleasant individual. I don't think he's ever had a bad day, and he's constantly on the grind when it comes to solid waste. I'd like to present our Infrastructure 2024 Unsung Hero Award to Mr. Ariel Arredondo. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our last Unsung Hero Award is in our workforce team known as Public Safety. And too often, we miss the behind the scenes work or the logistical work that goes into a public safety department. This young man has been with us since 2003, and he has touched over 18,000 community members' lives by way of fire service education and prevention. He also has the patience of Job, because I've seen him in action at Porterdale, I believe, elementary school, and he had about 28 elementary school students all around him as he tried to educate them about fire safety. He is none other than Mr. James Franklin. So again, we're in partnership, not only internally as departments interface, but we're in partnership with communities. So at this time, Chairman Bain will honor some of our community partners and some of our community trailblazers, if you will, for serving Newton County. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Can we get them a hand, please? As we know that this is a huge county, and you know we scribed on partnerships and partnering with people in the community. That's how we get things done, and we got great partnerships. And so we want to recognize someone who don't never stop. They like the Energizer Bunny. They go and they go and they go and they go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, somebody stole that. They already knew. So our community partner awards go to Miss Laura Burcham. Yeah.
I'm honored, but I need to say that it's really not me. It's Chairman Baines was the first strategic planner who actually invited people who really care about the voice of the people who are often not heard, and that includes Pastor Led and Housing Authority, all sorts of people. And because of that, you know about the work that's being done in Newton County, and we're just honored to be part with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Next, I want to recognize this is a special award. This is a group. They tag team partners. Our award, we're gonna give this award to somebody who volunteer their time all the time. They don't get paid for it. They just, at whatever event they is announced, they show up at. And they don't come by themselves, they come as a team. And they just celebrated a birthday. I won't tell you how old they are, but they just celebrated a birthday. And it's probably because they twins is why they come as a team. So this award go to Chandra Mitchell and Felicia Harris. If y'all would, please. And so Felicia is going to accept this award on behalf of Chandra as well, because Chandra had a surgery and she couldn't be here today, but she is watching live, and so we want to thank her. Can y'all give her a round of applause? Listen, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Never, I'm not, oh my God, I'm never speechless, but, oh my God, but today I am very speechless, and it's not all about Chandra and I, it's about God's grace. And I thank my parents for instilling what they have instilled in both of us. Yes, we did turn 52, but we don't look 52 on.
I didn't say it.
But if I knew I was receiving this word, I would have wore a skirt or something. But again, I say thank you to Newton County. Yes, what we do is because God has shown his grace upon us, and we thank you, and we will continue to do for Newton County, and may God bless each of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me get my face.
The next award is the Chairman's Award. There's only, I think, 6 people who received this award. I think Mr. and Mrs. T.K. Adams, Mr. and Mrs. Aldred. I don't want to start naming because I forget. But this award goes to someone who cares for Newton County and shows the spirit of one Newton. They go above and beyond the call of duty. And this award, this recipient is kind of dear to my heart because this young lady does a lot of things in the county, in the community. And she get criticized for some of it, and she get blessed for the other part of it. But she does things that nobody in the community want to do. Nobody want to go in the woods and pull out homeless people. Nobody want to go in drug houses and pull out people. And she take them back and she feed them, give them a place to stay. And that's the spirit of one Newton. That's what we do. That's what we're called to do. It's good to come up here and be elected official and have titles and all of that good stuff. But there's a sweet young lady that always tell me, only the thing that will last is what you do for Christ. And I truly believe in the bottom of my heart, she does it because Christ has called her to do it. And she's been doing it for over 30 plus years. This lady is none other, and it's her birthday today. And it's her birthday, Pastor Clara Lett. One at a time. You can hold. We want you to know that we, first of all, we love you and the community to thank God for you. And I know we don't say it enough, but I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be honest, I'm thankful that I don't get a call telling me to get out of my bed and come because somebody needs somewhere to stay. I don't wish that it all fall on you, but I'm thankful that we got people like you in this community. That will speak for those who don't have a voice. So I'm going to let you say a few words. We got you this, and then we got you one more token over here. I actually got you two tokens, but I do want to present you with the chairman's medal today. Okay.
I am so overwhelmed, but I'm also thankful. And I'm going to make a statement, as I always have stated many times. This is my county. I love my county, and I would never bring shame to my county. I thank this community for the support. All those that support the ministry, the shelter, those that have found themselves without housing. I praise God for you, that you take your time and just a phone call and all the prayers that I don't even know who prayed, but I know they did pray, that we are still yet standing on the 25 years of the homeless shelter. I want to thank Honorable Chair Baines, and I want to thank the manager, Cooper, and all of you, Chef Brown, all of you that have supported, the commissioners that have supported this, and the city of Covington. They are those that have the heart for homeless ministry. I don't know nothing else to do but serve. Thank you.
And we got it. That's the chairman's medal. Again, thank you for loving those who don't have anyone else to love them. Thank you so much. And because we know that you're supposed to be somewhere celebrating your birthday, we do want to give you a birthday gift. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank all of you so much for being here today. It's been a wonderful State of the County 2024. Ms. LaTonja Hamp now is going to come up and give some directions. Again, thank all of you and God bless Newton County.
Thank you so much for coming this morning. We certainly appreciate it. Just a few thank yous on behalf of our chairman and Mr. Cooper. We want to thank the guests initially. Thank all of you, a round of applause for yourselves for coming to participate in this event. We definitely want to thank our sponsors that have gifted you all, once you leave the room, with a brunch box from Chick-fil-A. Each individual person will be able to take home a meal. We have Reeves Young, Arcadis, and of course, Onyx Media Solutions that assisted us with this event today. We want to thank our Arts Association, Mr. Matt, Mr. Brandon, Miss Abigail. We also want to thank our outstanding Board of Commissioners and Human Resources and Building Services team, because we could not have put this on without our team working with us. And again, we thank you all so much for coming. We thank our sponsors. We thank our employees. We thank our team members. And most importantly, we thank you, Newton County. Have a wonderful morning.